what areas of our lives are we expanding upon? Look at that. Leadership already. How are we expanding? Where are the areas where we have room to expand? How can we expand in these areas? What are the outcomes of this expansion if we so choose to step into it? Okay, let's see. Just gonna, give this a little bit of a shuffle before. Look at that. Magician. All right, Spirit. For the collective consciousness. Is it for the collective consciousness? But this could probably be the collective consciousness. How is the collective consciousness expanding currently? A lot. We got authenticity. Ooh. The world is finally awakening, basically. The world is finally awakening. This one wanted to come out. I'm going to place this one here. As a matter of fact, it's like time to pick up what I'm putting down is what I'm hearing. Pick up what I'm putting down. Okay. What else wanted to come out? Creation. And one more. Let's see. All right. So with this, I'm getting it's just an overall worldwide awakening that's happening. People are beginning to step into their full authenticity, knowing that they are worthy of showing up as their full selves without needing to care, give a fuck about what anybody says or may think. The mentality is changing from one of what I'm getting is like work, to one of allowing yourself to have fun with your life and the income finally flowing into your life, because now you've stepped out of that need for money and have stepped into being and doing what it is that you love. And so the money being an afterthought. Remembering your role as a creator in this life. It's like you found this confidence, this knowing of who you are and where you come from, the fact that you are a piece of the whole, and that you also have these divine creative talents, gifts, this infinite creative potential. And so you are never really in lack. You are this, it's funny because I split the deck to this magician. You are this magician. You are this alchemist that's able to transform anything from one thing to another. What is alchemy? Alchemy, right? Look at that. And look at how it's split. This is your, we have the Emperor, the Elder of Wands, and the Magician. So this is like stepping into your role, having the wisdom that you are able to create anything that you set your mind to out of anything, because you know that everything is working out in your favor, or you're coming into this knowing. You are learning this about yourself, that everything works out in your favor. Oh my God. And then behind that, what we got? Six of Wands. All right, my video got cut off. But where was I? Six of Wands. Six of Wands, that I was saying that everything works out in your favor, right? And then the Six of Wands has to do with success. So basically, whatever you put your hands on, it turns into gold. You've been in this hermit mode, which is behind that, which has allowed you to come into this knowing, okay, that you are this ultimate creator and that you can use your thoughts to create your reality. And now before here, this was turned around this way. And then I took it out, and what is it? The Ten of Cups. I was saying that there are some people that use this gift, this God-given gift, to cause illusions and stumbling blocks on people's paths. And this done came out. And it's like, for those type of people that do that, if you are somebody that does that and you're watching this, trying to use your gifts to manipulate other people, it's not going to go well for you. Because behind that, we had what? What is this? The Judgment card. And the Judgment card is basically karma. You're going to get everything you're putting out into the world. So watch your steps, because you may not be seeing it. It may look like you ain't getting nothing, but there's angels watching, and you got to watch who you play, because there's angels that watch people that you may be playing, and these angels don't play about their people. Ancestors and spirit guides, they're here to protect people. So if you're going after people and you don't know who's on their head, I suggest you do not do that. Because when karma comes a calling, baby, you see this sword that she got in her hand? Off with her head is what I hear. Off with her head. And it's like, and it looks like it's somebody that's constantly putting a smile on her face. But if you really look at this little girl, to me looks like, yeah, I'm smiling on your face, but I got something under this table. But she's genuinely smiling, trying to be kind, but she, I don't know, the furrow in her brow here is like, I don't know, you know? And with this heal, this is the Strength card in this deck. It's like you could have been, whoever's been doing this, it's like they were just, all they were trying to do is heal you. All they was trying to do is help you. A wounded animal. Whoever's doing this is most likely a wounded animal. And it's because of their wounds that they're causing all this shit. Because of the person is just living their life. Don't do that. Don't try to cause misery onto other people just because you're miserable. Just turn around and hear yourself, love. Now let's see with this collective consciousness. I asked on what you can expand on, and that's what's coming out. Now let's see. In what areas of our lives can we expand upon? In what areas of our lives is there room for us to expand upon with this collective awakening? Look at that. It fell directly on higher consciousness. Wow. What areas that we have space to expand upon is our mental. This is the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, she's receiving, the sword, if you can see, is going directly onto her crown chakra. The sword has to do with truth It has to do with communication. It has to do with thoughts. It has to do with ideas. And you see this light shining upon her as she's writing down. So she's channeling directly from spirit with this candle here, books all around. She's channeling wisdom. She's searching wisdom. She's searching for wisdom. She's searching for knowledge. All right. And the fact that it flew onto higher consciousness, it's like the ways that we can expand is by searching within ourselves, or even in books, or even through mentors, through teachers, excuse me, truth and knowledge, where you can see how this world works. Yesterday I was watching a video on TikTok about I think it's the 12 laws of the universe, right? Like the law of gender, the law of, if you read the Kabbalion, the all of the laws are in there. Um, but it's expanding your consciousness. It's not just awakening your consciousness, but expanding upon it. And it's like whatever that you search for, you are going to understand. I'm hearing this song, I Am by Beautiful Chorus. And what it says is, what I want to seek, what I want to know, I understand. So we're going to leave that one right there. And it looks like whatever that you are trying to understand, whatever it is that you are trying to, okay, whoa. It's vital for you to understand and to search, to seek for this knowledge. It's vital for you to constantly be expanding your consciousness, because just as much as you are trying to expand your consciousness, that's how much you got people trying to stop you from expanding your consciousness. This could be that person that's from before, where I was saying that they were trying to, but the wheels are turning in your favor though, is trying to sabotage you in some way, put a smile on your face, but really stab you behind the back. It's like that they see you growing, they see you elevating, and they don't want that. With the Seven of Swords here, and then the Seven of Pentacles, it's like you've been doing this for a long time though. You've been, oh my God, and then we got Seven of Cups, 777. This could be a magic number for somebody. You can look up what 777 means. But for me, that's cycles. For me, that's renewal. It's rebirth. It's a start over. 7 is the amount of days God created the earth. There are 7 seas. There are, is it what, 7 planets. There are the 7 deadly sins, the 7 archangels, you know? So 7 is a powerful number. But it's like you've already planted your seeds, and now you're just reaping the fruits. It's like you're constantly going through, you're constantly getting messages, but at the same time that you're receiving messages, you're also trying, that this person, whoever this is also trying to send other messages to try to deceive you. Okay, this is a current lesson that you are learning with the Death card here, with the Devil. Here, this is the Devil. And it's like this person has a very strange addiction to wanting to see you come down. It's wanting to confuse you and your thoughts, because they see that the more you grow, the happier you become. The more that you grow, the more successful you become. The happier you are, the more money you get. The happier that you are, the more, the wiser you get. They feel small to you. All right, they feel themselves small. So it's like they're constantly, they're needing, it's like that you get a message, as in, let's say, to cleanse yourself, and then they'll try to send something, oh, but you just took a shower, you don't need to do that. Or if you want to do a ritual of release, they'll try to come in with some type of procrastinating thoughts. Maybe you could do that tomorrow. something like that. Say, I'm tired, things like that. So if you're getting some type of inspiration to do something that's for your well-being, if you're trying to exercise and eat healthy, and then you hear something that says, man, I want to eat this sugary snack, this soda, I want to have these chips, that's the enemy. That's the other person sending you these telepathic thoughts to sway you from where you need to go, because perhaps spirit is wanting you to detox your vessel, because if you have a detoxed vessel, a clean vessel, you hear messages more clearly. Okay, you see messages more clearly. But if you are constantly hyped up on sugar, right, this is what needs to be rebirthed with the death card here. So I am definitely, yes. Yo, and look at that truth, yo. Somebody, whoever is watching this, you need a detox, whether that be physically, whether that be spiritually, mentally, emotionally. You're needing to go through some type of purification. Take a spiritual bath. All right, take a spiritual bath, clean your energy, um, your, especially if you're constantly around people, especially if you're constantly around people. Take energetic baths, take aura cleansing baths. And if you're interested in a goddess bath, or even if you're a masculine listening to this, I have a goddess bath as well as a king's bath that fills your aura up with the energy of a goddess or the energy of a king, to know to receive, to know to provide, that also cleanses your aura. So I'm going to leave the link in bio for that if you're interested. Um, let's see, what actions can you take to further this expansion of consciousness that's going on? What actions can you take to further this expansion of consciousness that's going on? Right. We got the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is continue to have faith, continue to look forward, look ahead at what is coming and not this current situation that you are on. There's a deer here, a buck, excuse me, and these are very spiritual, as a spiritual totem. This has to do with spiritual awareness, spiritual messages from your ancestors, as a guide as well. So it's, even though people may not see what it is that you see, trust what it is that you see. My stomach just started gurgling. So it's like, have that confidence that you are being directed, that you are being guided on the path that you need to go on. Okay. Let's see, what else, Spirit? Oh, okay. And if you continue going, look at this pentacle falling right on top of it. If you continue moving forward, you are going to find this opportunity. It's an opportunity that just needs to be cleansed, right? You have it right there. Just go after it. All you got to do is take out the vines. If you see the pentacle and nobody else sees this pentacle, just because it's in the middle of the forest, and you tell them, hey, there is gold in the middle of this forest, and everybody says, no, you crazy. Where are you going to find gold in the middle of a forest? But you see the shininess, go after it. I'm seeing this, I don't know if you've seen this meme where it's this miner on the top. The miner just stops right where it hits, right where the diamonds start. And then on the bottom, there's one that continues and continues going and finally hits the diamonds. So if you finally continue mining for your gold, you're going to get your gold. Okay. And this is something this is your mission. This is what you're meant to be doing. Whatever it is. Sometimes it seems crazy to people, especially, like, for example, let me give you my example. This is what I'm being called to do. Tarot, give messages to people. However, there's people that say that this is, in my family, because I grew up in a religious setting, they say that this is demonic, that this is of the devils. But I'm continually doing it because I believe that this is for me, even though it's not for them. But I also understand that they are judging out of their own inner woundings, but as well as how they were raised. You know what I'm saying? And while I was raised a different way, I was able to change from what I was brought up from. You are able to do the same thing. If you see that somebody is constantly doing the same thing and there is no change in their life and you don't want to live that life that they're living, do something different. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. So if you see that your parents, if you don't want to live the life that your parents are living, don't do the same things that they did. Break that pattern, break that curse, okay? Your parents broke a certain amount of generational curses, but they didn't break them all. If you're watching this and you're aligned with me, it's because you are meant to also break generational patterns. You're also meant to break generational curses. And you most likely are. Just continue believing in yourself. Okay, now I want to post some, I want to do some, let's see, what other areas in our lives? We got Aquarius. Aquarius constantly keeps coming out. Aquarius has to do with technology, with the intellect. So again, it's that mental that's needing that expansion. It's that mental that is expanding, especially because it fell on top of vision and consequence and change. So it's changing the way you think about things, changing the way you see things. Okay, that's what's coming into a balance. And then we got Venus here, and it's again with relationships. I was just talking about um, parental relationships, right? Parental relationships. This can be changing the way, thinking different from what your parents thought. Okay, and then we got the fifth house. So the fifth house has to do with creativity, pleasure, children, family. So again, it's basically just confirming everything I just said. It's going on your own path and knowing that your path is worthy of being taken. If not, you wouldn't have been put on this earth. You would have been made a duplicate. You wouldn't have been created regardless, because if you were going to copy somebody else's path, there would be no point for you. Each and every single one of us were created with a purpose to live our lives the way we desire to live it, because there are infinite possibilities to live a life. There are infinite parallel lives being lived, perhaps with the same energetic imprint, but being played out differently, because there are infinite possibilities. So know that your way, your path, your thoughts matter. They are important to the Almighty. They are important to the Creator of all creation. It wants the experience. God created this whole world for us to live it in our own authentic right. It gave us free will to choose whatever path we wanted to take. Not to live in fear and say, I must go this way. I must be through this box because they said that if I don't, there's something that's going to go wrong. Have the audacity, have the confidence to know that your path is also worthy of being taken, to know that your choice is also worthy of being taken. Even if for others, it may look like a mistake. It's not a mistake for you, or else God wouldn't have given you the idea to do it in the first place. Okay? Even if it doesn't, quote unquote, work out, maybe it's not working out, but it's working on you. Maybe it's working on your faith to know that just because you did something different, maybe that's going to fill you with that fire, that fuel, like, wow, I can actually take my own path, knowing that even though you made a quote unquote mistake to other people, but you had the audacity to change. You had the audacity to be different from what the status quo says that you should be. Nowadays in the world, they want everybody in labels. They want everybody to put labels. They want everybody to be put in boxes. They want us all separated. Why? Because if we are separated, we are weaker like that, because we're going up against each other. If everybody's going up one-on-one, 1v1, how will you ever win? 1v1, 1v1, how? You're eventually going to run out of energy going up against everybody. And so much energy is going to be depleted that you're not going to have enough energy to work on you, to grow yourself, to see what it is, how you are quote unquote failing, because every time you keep 1v1. Imagine all of us of one heart and of one mind come together in unity with one purpose in mind to pour into each other. I saw this video where it's science that when you pour into somebody and somebody pours into you, you both expand. And because you both are expanding, now this expansion is pouring into this expansion, and this expansion is pouring into this expansion, and now it's expanded even more. So imagine doing that worldwide. Imagine doing that worldwide. The Four of Wands has to do with stability and home. But for me, this is like celebration. It's like community. For this reading, it's community. It's going towards community. All right. And having reciprocal energy. Giving back to each other with the Six of Pentacles. And then the Star card. The Star card has to do with being in the limelight, all right? Showing your gifts and your talents and knowing that you have completed this quote unquote mission. But the only real mission we have here is to be. And then at the end, we got the Queen of Cups, following your intuition. The Queen of Cups is intuitive, is nurturing, is loving. We got the Lovers behind that. But with these two being together, for me, this is ultimate enlightenment, ultimate expansion, because it's the knowing of, it's like an observation now of the duality of this world. So now you know how this world works, and now you're using it for your benefit. Now you're seeing, okay, if I give out good, I'm going to get good. All right. It's almost kind of selfish if you really think about it. Being kind unto others, you're receiving that kindness to yourself. I know it's a lot more difficult to do than it is to say. Trust me, because I'm currently working on that right now. It's not easy to bless the people that curse you. It really isn't. But if you really think about it this way, they curse you, they're going to receive curses right back onto them. But if you turn around and curse them back, you're going to get that right back. So when is it going to stop? When is it going to end? Now, if you work on this self-control, right, knowing that even though you want to say, I'm going to leave it to God, and you don't see anything, you don't see that anything is happening, maybe it's not meant for you to see. Maybe it's not meant for you to see their karma. Maybe it's meant for them to see your good karma, though. Right? Take care of your soul. Take care of your spirit. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Don't worry about how other people have hurt you. You don't even have to forgive them. I know they say forgive so you can be forgiven, but there are certain things, because I know I'm not going to preach what I don't do. There are some things that have been done to me where I feel like I can't forgive. And maybe that's just now, though. Maybe as time goes by and I continue growing and expanding my consciousness, where I am in a higher point of observation and I can see the why as to why they did it, because they were in their own pain and their own bullshit and they thought that they needed to take it out on me. I mean, I intellectually understand this, but I'm not at a point yet where I can say, I can look at the person and be like, you know what? God bless your soul. While I may say it, God bless her soul, but it's not something that I'm going to try to go and be friends with just because I say, go bless your soul, God bless your soul. And maybe that's where you're at right now. And that's perfectly fine. Awareness of where you're at, so that way you know how to grow, where to grow, is super important. I know that that's where I'm at right now. I'm doing my best so that way I can grow in this area to accept people where they're at. Is there any other message, Spirit, for the collective, for whoever's listening to this? Let's see. Pain, right? Yeah. Okay, this is a lot. And it fell. So I'm seeing you are finding success where you once felt like nothing was moving. You are where you once were hurt, where you once had pain in areas of your life, things are changing. Your thoughts around it need to change. You are bringing in people that are now gonna bring you happiness and not pain, that are gonna reciprocate the good feelings, the kindness. I'm seeing even going on trips together, like I'm seeing like friend groups going on, like I'm seeing a group at a beach right now. So it's like taking trips together. And not just, it's like business trips, like mastermind trips where I'm seeing three, uh, 3 women, 3 men, 3 animals. You could be somebody that's really into animals, and then you could be finding your tribe that also is into animals, to perhaps make like a I don't even know, like a fostering, like a what are those things called for animals? Shelters. An animal shelter, coming together with people to make an animal shelter, to maybe take off animals off the street. But it's like finally coming out of this pain, right? Coming out of these thoughts where people are constantly messing with your mental. Instead of having people that are constantly trying to bring you down in your mental, now you're attracting people. It's like you've been waiting for your tribe. You've been waiting for your tribe. It's like you've been going up steps to finally find your tribe. Because it's like you weren't seeing them, but you finally found them. Or you're on your way to finding them. So if you ever get like a spark, an idea as to go somewhere, to if you get invited somewhere to I don't know, a party or an event or dinner, or if you just get the spark to go somewhere and buy some coffee, if go, I'm hearing go, because you're gonna find your tribe there. You're gonna meet somebody who knows somebody that's gonna show you somebody. You're gonna see, you're gonna meet your people. You're meeting your people. They could have kids as well. You could have kids. If you both got kids, your kids can also become friends. I'm seeing a very nice friendship here. I'm seeing a very, very, very nice friendship for where there once was pain. Where once you thought that you only had people around you that constantly hurt you, that constantly just tried to manipulate you and just want harm to come to you in your life. The wheel is turning. I'm seeing the wheel of fortune. And it's turning in your favor, where you're finally meeting your tribe. You're aligning yourself with people that, yeah, it's like you've been putting out feelers, let's say. I don't know if I want to say social media, opening yourself up as to who you really are, as to your likes. Remember to always be your authentic self, because if you put on a mask as to who you want people to think you are, you won't attract your tribe. You're only going to attract people who like the mask. But then when you take off the mask, they're going to be like, but who's that? That's not the person that I was attracted to. And then you're not going to want those people either, because that you're going to constantly be needing to put on this mask, which is very energy draining. But if you are being yourself authentically, full heartedly, vulnerably, no matter if some people, always remember rejection is divine protection. Okay, rejection is divine protection. So, but I've seen that you've been putting seeds, you've been planting seeds, you've been showing yourself exactly as who you are, and that's what's bringing in your tribe. Now you are attracting the people that are like you, that are exactly like you. And it's something that you've been manifesting. It's something that you've deeply been wanting. This could even be, I'm even seeing like soul sisters. This is 777. Oh, this is 12, excuse me. But I said 777. Seven could be an angel number for you if you've constantly been seeing 777. It's like you've changed the way you've looked at things. I'm seeing ceremonies. If you're somebody that does plant medicine, you could be attracting your tribe that also does plant medicine. Um, if you like crystals, showing that self-care rituals. If you're doing moon rituals, moon ceremonies, people that also do that with you. People that are influencers, if you're an influencer. Speakers. Just people that are fun, you know, happy-go-lucky type people is what I'm seeing. If that's what you've been trying to call in, you're getting it, baby. You're getting it, baby. You're getting it, baby. All right, let's see. Give me a card for this authenticity. Ooh, authenticity. Again with the Ten of Cups. It's just the Ten of Cups is ultimate fulfillment, ultimate happiness. So it's being yourself. It's just, oh, if you're goofy, if you're somebody that's goofy, just be goofy. If you're somebody that likes to dance in the middle of nowhere and then you hear music and then you just start to shimmy. I don't know if you're somebody that says shimmy. I don't know. But if you like to just dance, dance. If you're somebody that likes to cook, cook. If you're somebody that likes to do bonfires on the beach, yoga on the beach, do yoga on the beach. Again, it's everything that you desire to do, you shall bring in. You're You're birthing into your true, authentic self. You're, excuse me, confirmation. You're letting go of the pieces that are not you. You're chiseling off the pieces that are not you. All right? Let's do one last oracle to see one last message, Spirit, for this collective. What was I saying at the beginning? Purification. Letting go of the old so the new can come in. Liberate yourself from what you are not. Let go of the titles. Let go of the limitations. Let go of the boxes. Let go of the labels. Let go of who you thought you needed to be, so that way you can become who you were meant to. Again, with the baths, definitely a spiritual bath. I'm hearing an egg cleanse as well, if somebody does egg cleanses. But definitely a spiritual bath. Or if you live by the beach, get to the beach, jump in that water, ask her to cleanse you of everything. And again, if you're interested in a spiritual bath, I have a goddess bath as well as a king's bath. Link in the description. Okay, beautiful beings, may truth, peace, love, and light be with you.